Hey guys, how's it going? It's Ryan back here and welcome back to another episode on the Ryan Racing channel. Now sorry it's been so long since my last upload. I was meaning to try and do reviews throughout the season of all the races, but basically I just got too lazy. I'm not going to try and make up some excuse. I just got too lazy. I couldn't really be bothered. But I wanted to make this one because it was quite a race, wasn't it? And also a certain person was nagging me to do it. I'm not going to say who, but you know who you are. If you're watching, you know what you've done. Anyway, so yeah, I'm back, and it was probably one of the most exciting Russian Grand Prix we've had. Normally, I find Russia to be a little bit of a boring one. It's been like a sort of Mercedes-dominated track for many years. They've won them all pretty much, haven't they? And this was one they probably shouldn't have won. It was one that Lando should have won. Obviously, Lando Norris off McLaren. You can tell I'm a massive McLaren fan. Got the t-shirt, we've got the cap as well. And it was heartbreak. Not just for McLaren or Norris fans, I think even neutrals. Anyone probably would have suffered a lot of the same pain Lando felt there in the end. It wasn't to be, was it? I think Lando probably should have listened to his team at the end. I think that's what cost him the race. The rain was forecast come the last couple of laps, and then a lot of the teams made the call to pit inters. Lando obviously never, he was very brave to stay out there, but it just wasn't the right call. He probably should have listened to his team, and unfortunately it cost him the win. But these things happen in F1. It's sometimes you got to be brave, you got to stick to your guns. I'm sure it's a mistake Lando will learn from though, because he is a rookie driver. This should have been his first ever win. He's still looking for it, and it's going to come sooner rather than later. It may still come this season. McLaren are looking very strong. That car with the Mercedes power unit is an absolute beast. Obviously they won in Monza. They got the 1-2 in Monza, and Lando had the pace on Saturday to get the qualifier in, mainly thanks to Hamilton's mistake. If Hamilton didn't make the mistake, probably would have taken pole. But sometimes these things go in your favour, and then on Sunday, of course, they can go against you. But yeah, it was just heartbreak. But it's one of these things, if Norris had a bit more experience, he might have listened to his team on that occasion, but it's cost him. But like I said, he's a good enough driver. He will learn from this. He will bounce back. And it was just a bloody shame. Anyway, so let's talk about the rest of the race, shall we? So, going into the Grand Prix, obviously, the continuation of the Max and Lewis fight has been very feisty this season. This has probably been the best title race since probably the Rosberg and Hamilton won. That was a very tense one, but that was two teammates fighting. This time we've got two drivers fighting, not two teammates. We've got two different drivers fighting for it. And of course Max took the penalty going into the Grand Prix, which was probably a smart call to do. That meant he added it on to his free place grid penalty. He added it on to. So he started at the back, and he managed to just make his way through the entire field to finish second. That was one hell of a drive from Max. Damage limitations then. He's only 2 points behind Hamilton now in the race. And obviously Mercedes tried their best to stop him. They put Bottas back at the grid by giving him a new engine. Didn't work out though, because he got past him after 8 laps or so that wasn't the right call in my opinion. They probably should have let Bottas just race, but oh well, it is what it is. But yeah, that was a very, very entertaining. And also, big shout out to Carlos Sainz, getting himself on the podium for Ferrari. Ferrari have not done that a lot this season, but it was very impressive there for him to do that. But overall, it was just a heartbreak, wasn't it, in the end? Just heartbreak in Sochi. My little friend Lafferty's here. What are you laughing at? There's nothing to... It was not funny, Lafferty. Lando is not funny. Stop that. Lafferty here, he's getting chucked away because he thinks it was funny. It was not funny, it was heartbreak. Yeah, and I don't have much else to say really. It was probably one of the best Russian Grand Prix I can remember anyway. A lot of drama, a lot of things happening. But the fight continues on now for the championship, and it's just been a brilliant season. This has been the best season for a long time coming in terms of the title race. I think the constructors is probably done at this stage. Perez has not been consistent enough, so that prediction of me putting Red Bull to win is wrong. But I still had Max to win the title, and I still think he can do it. Because going into Turkey, I think it's advantage Max because he's got the fresher engine He's only 2 points behind Hamilton, and it could be a track that favours the Red Bull. The Sochi was not a track that favours the Red Bull car with the downforce and whatnot. It was definitely a track that favoured the Mercedes, and you saw that. But the McLaren looked fast on it, so I'm sure the team will gather all the data they need, and they'll do changes, you know. But yeah, I just wanted to do a really quickish review of the whole weekend as a whole. Well, really more sort of the race and a wee bit of qualifying. But yeah, so Turkey's up next. That'll be interesting. Last year Turkey was very interesting. We saw a very wet race, which was just mental. We saw Lance Stroll take his first ever pole. So here's hoping for just as an exciting one. And hopefully the fight just continues. It's been a really, really good fight so far. And I just hope we get this all the way to the end of the season now. I just want it to be neck and neck between Max and Lewis, and let's just keep it going. And I'm really hoping Lando can bounce back sooner rather than later. I'd love for him to get his first win, but he's had a taste for it now, so he should be hungry. So come on, Lando, you can do it. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. See you all in the next one. Bye bye.